Right, so we obviously can't see tension. Okay, there's no sort of pressure thing on the glove there. You can see actually how tight you're gripping the club, but hopefully you can see, or you felt yourself, you were gripping it loose. Okay, yeah. Now in terms of distance from the ball, as we said previously, that gap was just getting a bit too small. So now you've got a bit of space there. There's daylight between your hands and your legs. Part of the reason for that is your legs have gone backwards. You're not pushing your arms further away as such. You're just pushing your legs backwards as you lean over more. So that's going to get you nearer the ground. It will take the tension out of your shoulder blades there at the back. If you're stretching with your arms, you'll start feeling tension up here. And that tension through here, again, we said the rotator cuffs get tight, then your arms sort of start lunging at the golf ball. The whole body and arm sink's going to be out of position, okay? So in terms of the swing there now, being a lot looser, a lot softer at grip. We said last week about the club getting too far behind here. The positive thing is from here now, the club's going back a lot straighter. We can see towards the camera, so that's great. So the club now can come. Now you've got some space, the club can come back, and we can, if you go back to impact, we can strike the golf ball at the middle of the golf club there. If you look where the shaft is there, it's a little bit obviously blurry, but there's kind of your golf club. Yeah. Okay, that's impact. When you're a little bit too close to the golf ball as you came back, again, putting the tension on your arms, sort of stopping at the club to try and sort of slow it down. Your arms are sort of coming out here. If we sort of zoom in there again and look at where the shaft is in relation to that golf ball, that's where that golf club is. So there's one part of the club you're going to strike, and unfortunately when that happens, that's where the ball's going to go off to the right there with that sort of shanky one, and just, again, not going to go up in the air at all, bit of a low sort of scuttly one. And it looks a bit, when you hit that shot there, you can see when you finish the swing, it looks a bit sort of like, a bit sort of, try not to go too, again, it looks so you're trying to take off that power. So you're starting with 100% and then trying to reduce that in the way as you come down. As you said, when you're trying to slow things down or stop the thing going too far, you're going to put a lot of tension in your arms to try and break the club from going too fast, or put the brakes on. And then again, when we're about the slow bite race, when you slow things down, you're going to be a bit wobbly with the club. It's less control than if you're sort of accelerating through the golf ball. But you couldn't accelerate when you're going back so far and you're very tense with your arms. Now, this swing, to be fair, was a bit of a longer swing, okay? But that length back swing, to be fair, is probably where your 40 yards. I think when you went to this one here now, this went about 40 yards, but there's a lot more sort of fluid motion through the golf ball, okay? This would be about, say, 40 or 50 yard shot. We were going 35, so it was a little bit long. All you got to do is just swing the club to there, not at the top there, okay? But at least now,
as well.
Exactly. I mean, if you actually look at that move there now, there's no sort of stoppy, jerky movements in that. It's a lot more, it's a smoother sort of transition back through the golf ball. Whereas this one here now looks a bit sort of like especially through impact and stuff. And you see the club stopping here, trying to just stop going too far. Okay, and that tension that's created with that. And again, tension could be created at setup when you're too close and you're sort of stretching down here, or you're gripping the club too tight. Tension can come from being, this shot is tough, I'm over a bunker, or I've duffed my last chip shot, and the fear of playing that shot. I think when we're going 100% with the 7-iron, the 5-iron, the Woods said, there's no fear with that. You're happy to just give them a smack and they go pretty good. Exactly, yeah. It's more like, come on, fuck me, whack it. Then when you've got to start trying to chip the golf ball 20 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, this sort of thing, or different shots, that's when the sort of, not fear, but the anxiety, oh, here we go again kind of thing. And I think sometimes people, if we're honest, talk themselves into it. They go over the golf ball and go, oh, bloody hell, here we go again. Or if you hit a really good shot and you just missed it, going, oh, I've got to chip over that bunker. And as you're walking up to play that shot, it's kind of that same walk to go to a penalty spot in the World Cup final, isn't it? You've got to walk from the halfway line to that, oh, here we go again. That goal's shrinking down, the keeper's getting bigger, the ball's just... So all these things sort of play on your mind, and then when you get there, even if your setup was tension-free and perfect, there's going to be a little bit of tension on this shot. This is a difficult shot. So you've got normal tension plus added tension. It's just going to be a complete mess and a very jerky sort of sensation. Okay, so a bit more space. I would ideally like to see the legs a little bit closer together, if truth be told. But where you are, there's not disastrous. If, again, you can get away with that shot, as we've seen, but just a little bit closer. But again, by pushing the legs backwards as you sort of tilt over it more, that's going to kind of give you the space there between your hands and your legs. If your legs are forward and you're sort of stretching down, a bit tight. So again, what we're looking for, as we said, at least have a bit of daylight there, as you can see there between sort of your hands and your legs. There's room for your arms to swing. Okay, then, mate, makes sense. Bro. Excellent, good.